Alright everybody, welcome back to another WWE 2K25 video. Like we said in our patch notes video yesterday, we're going to aim to do some consistent bug report videos throughout the life cycle of this game with a few goals in mind. Not only do we want to amplify the voices of the community and put a megaphone to some of the issues that you're experiencing, in the hopes that the devs will hear what you have to say and start working on fixing those issues, but we will also be using these videos as a way to try and provide tips and tricks that you guys can implement for yourself to fix some of the issues that you may be having. We asked you guys in yesterday's video, along with a few tweets on X, what issues are you still having following patch 1.03, and amongst a couple of different things, the main one rising to the top of the list is the MyRise crashing issues that seem to be plaguing the wider WWE 2K25 community. At first we thought this issue was exclusively affecting players on the PlayStation 5 side of things, but upon further research, this does seem to be an issue that is impacting all platforms across the board. Specifically, the issue is impacting players as soon as they try and launch MyRise, causing players' games to crash. The crashes when it comes to this particular issue don't seem to be happening while playing MyRise itself, so if you've been avoiding playing MyRise out of fear that you may get partway through your playthrough and then get a crash, I wouldn't worry yourself too much about that. If you're able to get past the opening gate and start playing, you should be just fine. However, while we wait for 2K to get on this issue and provide an official fix for this, there does seem to be something that you can do right now to try and resolve this issue, and that is to delete your save data and reinstall WWE 2K25 to your system. We've seen this mentioned in a few different places at this point in time, but shout out to Golden4772 on X, who was the first person who made us aware of this. From the data that we've been able to gather, this is seemingly doing the trick for the people who try it, as we are yet to see reports from people who have tried this but are still having issues with MyRise crashing. But if that does contradict your experience and you have tried this but you're still having those crash issues, please let us know in the comments down below so that we can provide an update on that. We definitely appreciate that some of you may have made progress in other areas of the game and don't want to delete your save data for that reason, and honestly, I don't blame you. It would be a real pain if you've already created your core for this year, only to need to delete it to get MyRise working, so if you are in that boat, I would recommend hanging on for a bit, and hopefully an official fix from 2K will be on its way soon. Alongside that, if you're someone who hasn't got WWE 2K25 yet or haven't started playing it, I would recommend as soon as you boot up the game, make MyRise the very first thing that you test out. If it works, awesome, just continue on playing. If it doesn't, you can try this method of reinstalling your game without the worry of losing some of your data, and hopefully it will work for you then. Alongside the MyRise issues, players are still reporting having issues with long loading times on the island, and this is something that I have experienced myself, so can 100% confirm is happening. And people are also having issues playing with friends online, whether that be through regular online play, MyGM or MyFaction. Each of these issues seems to stem from the exact same place, and that is just the current state of the WWE 2K25 servers. It's hard to think what 2K could do to fix some of these issues, as these are issues that have plagued the WWE Games franchise for many years now, and I'm not really all that confident on what patches can do to fix this. It really feels like 2K need to go back to the drawing board on this one and rethink the infrastructure that is in place for their online servers, because this old issue just continues to rear its ugly head year after year. There has also been a new issue reported on the PC side of things, so thanks to Movement members What's the Status and Valkyrie for bringing this one to our attention, and that is where the PC Community Creations has been cut off from connecting with the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. For those of you who don't know, Community Creations this year was meant to be divided into two. One side for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, and the other side for PC, PS4 and Xbox One. But as it stands right now, it looks like that division has gone even further, as PC has now been put into a division all on its own. Some players seem to think that this may have been done intentionally. I'm personally not too sure about that at this moment in time, as I'm not too sure they would advertise it to work across PC, PS4 and Xbox One, only to pull the rug on that within the first few days of the game being out. So we will definitely be keeping our eye on this one and seeing how it progresses, but despite that, this is yet another example of where PC players are getting the short end of the stick, and if 2K25 ends up being anything like previous WWE games, those shortfalls are likely to continue happening throughout the year. So if you're someone who is considering picking up 2K25 for the PC, this may be something that you want to take into that consideration. But that's going to do it for today's bug report. We hope some of you will be able to fix your MyRise issues with the fix that we provided for you here today. As already mentioned, please let us know in the comment section down below what issues you're experiencing in WWE 2K25. We will amplify your voices as best as we can to get these issues addressed, so let your voices be heard. We'd also like to send a big thank you to our VIP Club supporters, Larz, Elliot J. Meyers, HuskeyFunHouse, Ray, TJFrost, and all the names that you see on your screen now for making the content that we create possible. If you'd like to get more out of all things related to the movement and FAM, consider joining the VIP Club using the links in the description down below.